Welcome back. Today we'll be sharing some insane questions Steve Harvey has been asked by his audience.
I like to ask questions and dig deeper and see what they really think about things. How does their mind work?
You may not be a Steve Harvey fan, but you might be after the end of this video. His show hasn't only gained popularity across America, but the entire world as well. Lots of people look forward to the Ask Steve segments because, well, you won't believe some of these stories. I know, the title sounds dramatic. A mother of 3 came to the show explaining to Steve that she's been having trouble dealing with 3 girls by herself. She needed advice on how to guide her middle daughter, who was ready to drop out of school to start her private fashion business. This was only after seeing her peers getting many likes on their Instagram accounts for their designs. According to her, it meant their fashion businesses were doing well. The mother thought it would be best to finish college as a plan B, which Steve didn't believe was the right advice. He explained that kids should always put energy and focus into plan A to make it work.
That young people think that you can just go somewhere and start making money.
This didn't mean he advocated for the Instagram business, and he further told millennials that likes don't equate to real money. At number 9, we have a woman who won't cook for her man. We all love a good home-cooked meal, but one unlucky guy isn't getting any. He reported his wife for neglecting kitchen duties, but things took a wrong turn on him when the wife got a chance to speak. According to this man, his wife of 7 years refuses to even enter a kitchen, let alone cook a meal. He starts off by saying that he loves his wife and they get along well regarding other issues. However, things are not so mellow when it comes to the kitchen. The wife has been only feeding him fast food such as hot dogs or tacos.
Instead of tacos, hot dogs, what can you give me?
Steve continues to ask if the reason is because she can't or won't cook, but he hesitates on his answer. This stirs up more drama when he says he just wants a meal in his castle. Steve requests for the wife to speak up, and she reveals the shocking revelation that the husband mocked her cooking. She sarcastically adds that since she doesn't satisfy his needs, it's best he cooks for himself because he understands himself better. The crowd bursts out in laughter and claps as Steve, of course, supports her argument. Poor guy. At number 8 is a woman's dilemma of dealing with a broke boyfriend. I don't know what's more sad, your girlfriend telling strangers that you're broke, or the fact that she did it on TV. I definitely wouldn't want to be that guy, especially if mutual friends know the girlfriend. A young lady asked Steve what to do after she explained how the financial weight in their relationship was draining her. Her boyfriend was a military guy who had resigned, and their relationship was only 3 months old. She didn't mind because she described him as a really good and attractive guy. This didn't rub well on Steve, who cut her short and advised the ladies in the room to go for more unattractive men.
Try to find you a man that's as least attractive that you can stand.
What left the audience speechless was that she revealed that she had been paying for all their dates. Since her boyfriend is unmotivated to work, she was considering to break off the union before things went sour. And majority seems to side with her decision because he was a grown, able man misusing her kindness. Number 7 on our list is a controlling mother. Privacy is a good thing, but some people can only dream about it. Kinda creepy, especially when you have someone barge in between your FaceTime chat, even more so when it's your mother doing it. This girl has no other choice but to spend 6 more months dealing with her controlling mother. A 22-year-old college student went on the show to ask Steve how she can tell her mother to back off without getting kicked out of the house. According to her, the mother is always up in her space, even at school. She'd call and text several times to find out what she was up to. She can't even have a private FaceTime call without the mother interrupting to see who exactly she's talking to. She feels like she's grown up enough to have a private space, but doesn't know how to address the matter to her mother. Steve describes her situation as a sentence in jail with only a few months to be free. He then asks more about this independence she is calling for, and sarcastically asks if she actually pays any bills.
But as long as you are dependent and you live in her house.
And all her talking just turned to cricket sounds. Let's have a look.
How much do you contribute?
Well, it's not really common to have a woman offering her husband for rent, but this woman is actually considering renting her husband to a 90-year-old woman. This insane story coming at number 6. A woman that has been married for over 25 years is having trouble dealing with her boyfriend's physique that seems to be getting extra attention from women. One time, they were at a concert, and women approached him without acknowledging the presence of his wife. See this part where she was willing to rent him out.
Told her that I would rent him out, if need be.
She wanted advice on how to handle the situation because she believes that Steve's wife may be going through the same thing. Steve doesn't give a straight answer. He makes a polite joke of how he was called by People magazine over 6 times, as they wanted him labeled as the sexiest man. In regards to actual advice, Steve's wife suggests murder threats, since his wife always tells him, "You think you're fine if you want to. Fine people get killed every day." She doesn't seem too happy with the advice, but it's more entertainment for us. This next story is frankly heartbreaking. It can be depressing when a happy ending doesn't quite end the way you pictured it in your head. This guy is super bold. I'd never go on TV to confess my girlfriend of 4 years was unfaithful. Even worse was the fact that she did it before he even got to propose. I mean, talk about a slap in the face. His dilemma was that he still loved her and needed to know whether things should forgive and move on, or end things for the better. Things got deep.
I love her, and I want to believe her, but I don't want to be made out a fool.
As he got advice from an expert who shares with him different kinds of cheating, it was concluded that it might be a mistake, but could also be the beginning of something else. Steve believes he should just try dating another girl instead. Sheesh. Talk about tit for tat. Number 4 takes on another meaning of self-discipline. Be ready to be shocked by this woman who maintained celibacy for over 8 years. A majority of people make the stupidest and, frankly, dramatic decisions right after a divorce to get back at their partner. But not this woman, who kept her sanity for about 8 years now, if you know what I mean. Her main problem was the fact that she had tried dating before, but relationships don't seem to last long. I wonder why. Anyways, these men come and go without a valid reason, despite them proclaiming their love to her. Steve commends her for her patience because she didn't just jump on the next pity wagon that came her way. He told her that the men were leaving because of impatience, and weren't intending to stay for anything else other than that. Get ready to dive into the top 3 with this 11-year-old boy that got hit by puberty a little too early, and mom is getting quite concerned. At 11, most of us were focused on video games or maybe sports. But Ebony, a single mom, is concerned about her 11-year-old son, who had initially asked for dating advice. This was after finding out some shocking confessions about him from his godmother. Ebony was seeking advice on what to do to her son after he confessed to having 4 girlfriends.
He is seeing 4 girls. Yeah.
Yes, you heard that right. This little man here had 4 girlfriends. Even Steve couldn't believe it.
All he did was see 4 girls.
The end verdict was that his son gets the talk about the birds and the bees, of course. Ebony was advised to initiate it no matter how awkward it would be, to save him from, being careless down the line. Super spy parents have taken things a little too far, and this girl isn't having it. It'll make you wonder just how far parents are willing to go to keep an eye on their kids. 23-year-old Vanessa explains her frustration with her father after he started using their recently installed security doorbell to keep tabs on her. Every time she'd leave the house, her father would call to ask where she'd been, since he was monitoring the camera all along. All she wanted was privacy, since she does in fact pay her rent. What was more hilarious was the part where she buys her dad gifts to keep him happy. There was a joke made about Vanessa using the gifts as bribes. Some of these questions are just flat out absurd, and the stories are actually very thought-provoking. Tell us which one you like so far in the comment section below. Now, I don't know what it is with older women and younger men, but this girl had enough of her 85-year-old landlord crushing on her boyfriend. Stick around to hear this bizarre tale.
Alright, I saved the best for last, but first I have a quick challenge that only takes 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works.
Alexis left the audience speechless after revealing an elderly woman has been trying to date her boyfriend for the past 1.5 years.
And she is constantly trying to date my boyfriend. I know.
Talk about a dirty grandma. She shocks them more after mentioning her constant weekend visits to their house, where she'd spend hours just talking to her boyfriend. Apparently, she would often show up with some groceries, but things seemed to be getting out of hand after she showed up with a bouquet of flowers. She's also looking for lots of ways to spend more time with him, even teaching him how to make dumplings. Both her and the boyfriend are looking for a polite way of letting her down. She needed advice from Steve Harvey. If you enjoyed this video, or if you're just a fan of Steve Harvey, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to get the best moments from your favorite shows. And click the bell icon to get a notification whenever we post something new. Thanks, and have a great day.